Hey Exploratory Tech, I'm Mr. Case.
And I'm Ms. Morse.
And we want to teach you guys a little bit about what this class is all about.
So Exploratory Tech is just that. It's exploratory. It's an introduction to all the Google apps that Dixie School District has adopted, and we are going to give you all of the tools that you need to use Google for school.
Yes, we are.
And we will see you for 2 weeks at a time. 2 weeks on, and then you go 2 weeks to PE, and then you'll come back to us for 2 weeks.
And that's for half the year, so it's from now until January.
Right.
So for each 2 weeks, we've got a whole bunch of stuff for you guys to do. The first thing we're going to do is talk digital citizenship to make sure that you guys are using your digital lives in a way that is going to benefit you. And we're going to keyboard.
And we're going to keyboard.
All right. She knows the curriculum. And for each 2 weeks, we also have a Google skill that we're going to focus on. So we'll be working with spreadsheets, we'll be talking about Google Forms, we'll be diving into presenting with technology, all kinds of things like that. So we hope you guys are ready for a great half the school year in Exploratory Tech.
So welcome.
All right, let's talk about class expectations. Pretty simple. 3 things to think about. Everybody needs to be on time. That's on time at the beginning of the class, meaning you've got your computer, you've got your table properly adjusted, and you're ready to listen before the bell rings. Second thing is on task and focused. So you're not just randomly doing whatever you want to do, no surfing the net, no gaming. You're focused on the lesson that I've presented. And then the third thing is treat the hardware with respect. All the computers need to be properly taken out and put away. Let's talk class behavior. My behavior system follows all the Miller Creek rules, so definitely check out your planner and go over that before you start the school year. The other piece that I do is I have more or less a 3 strikes system in class. So for each class meeting, generally a class period, if I have to talk to you once, and that might be about distracting, disrupting, not being on task, things like that, then it goes into the attendance book as just simply a mark against your citizenship. In that same class period, if I have to talk to you twice, maybe you started by being somebody who was talking, and then even though I warned you, you couldn't stop talking. So then I have to talk to you a second time. Again, that's fine. You're still in class. You get a second mark against your citizenship, but it's no big deal. In the same class period, if you go a third time, if I have to talk to you a third time because you're being disruptive or off task or things like that, that's the point where it gets tricky. Because I'll have to ask you to leave the room and go sit in the office. That means we've got to involve the administration, parents. There will certainly be a consequence, a detention or something depending on what the situation is. The reality is this never happens in my class. It's very, very rare, but you should know what the scenario is. So stay focused. We all have bad days. If you're having a bad day, come talk to me. Say you're having a bad day before you end up getting some sort of behavior marked down. There we go. Grading in Exploratory Tech is really simple. It's a pass-fail class. So as long as all of your grades add up to being 60% or higher, you pass. It's made for everyone to be successful. Your grades will consist of 5 points per day for being on time, on task, and focused on the lesson. You'll also have keyboarding speed tests. You'll have projects every 2 weeks, and just a little scattering of other assignments here and there. So grades should not be a big concern, but just wanted you to know how I put them together. All right, so that wraps it up. Do me a favor. After you've watched this video, please fill out the form and make sure you get it in. Those would be your first points of the year. Any questions, or if you need to get a hold of me at all, I'm ccase@dixieschooldistrict.org. And if you want to follow the class on Twitter, it's @CaseTechMCMS. It's going to be an amazing year. Can't wait.